Hello there guys, we're back in my shed and this is another finds table video. This time it's a hoard of halfpennies. What? If you haven't seen the hunt for this finds table, then I'll put a link up there. Go watch that. There's two parts to it, so I'll put one link up and then straight after that there'll be another link to part two. I'll also put them in the end on the end screens, and I'll also put a link in the description. So if you haven't watched the beach hunt, go and check it out. It's not that bad actually. I find quite a few coins, so let's go and have a look at them in more detail, maybe give them a clean up.
And voila! That's it guys, there's all the stuff that I found on the beach hunt number 20. Two parts, part one and part two. This is everything that I found, apart from a lot of junk. There's a lot of junk I didn't put on the table. I do bin a lot of the stuff. There was some really big stuff like big long metal bars and things like that. I binned all them, took them off the beach, tidied it up and threw them away, which is what everyone should do, by the way. Tidy up after themselves. But yeah, I kept a few of these behind. Obviously we don't want these. They're ring pools, they're boring, nobody cares about them. They're the horrible thing. Everyone finds them. Aluminium, things like that. No, more aluminium. We don't want all this. You find a lot of these on Felixstowe Beach. Felixstowe is in Suffolk, if nobody wants. I'll rephrase that. Felixstowe is in Suffolk, if nobody knows where it is. East Anglia, in England. It's got one of the biggest container ports in Britain. In fact, I think it is the biggest container port in Britain. But these you find a lot of these are washers off like the old jetties and stuff that they build, all the building stuff that goes on. You get these square ones and you get a lot of round ones, and they come up with a really nice tone, so you do dig them. It's just a pain in the arse, let's be honest. But there's a lot of scrap here guys, so I'm just going to eliminate all this scrap. You can see it's just rubbish. That I'm going to give that a clean up. Now if you've watched the video, I might give it a clean up. Actually, I've not had another look. Let's have a look. It did look like there was some nice detail on there that I'd be able to clean up and see what it is. But looking at it now, there is a little something there. It doesn't look too great, does it? But I'm intrigued. I want to see what it is. So I'm gonna give that a clean up. I'm gonna put that to one side and I will clean that up. Sorry guys, you're all out of focus. And this is another bit of aluminium. Here we have a bullet casing. I've found loads of these. I don't know if you can see in some of my tubs there. Recent hunts, there's a bullet sticking out there. There's more in there. More in there. They're everywhere. But yeah, it's not that impressive, is it? But it's a bullet casing nonetheless. Oh, there you go. It's focused. Yeah, I'd say World War II bullet casing. Not too sure what type of bullet it is. 3.3 or 303 or whatever it is. I don't know anything about bullets really, but I find them all the time, so I should really do some research on the old bullets, shouldn't I? Obviously here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fishing weights. Did I count that right? Yeah, 5 fishing weights. That one's a bit battered, isn't it? But they've still got the clips on them, and a lot of these have still got the line attached to them. That one's even got a hook. Look, in fact, I think that hooked me in the finger when I was filming. So I can reuse these because I do go fishing on the beach sometimes. But I don't need this many. I've got so many of them. A few months back, I made a video. Some guy, he gave me a £5 for half a bucket worth, you know. So I mean, it's great. I might even stroll down the beach with a bucket full of them and say pound, you know. I'll come home and make 20 quid. I might do that one day. Who knows, because they're about three quid to buy in the tackle shops, you know. They're not cheap, these things. So that's just I'd say that's nothing. I'd say it's a nail. We don't want that. Here we got a bit of a car. Not type sure what car it is, but obviously that is a kid's toy. I didn't find anything that goes with it, so some poor kid's lost his bonnet. Oh dear, never mind. This I think that's some sort of valve cap, you know, that screws on. So I'm not impressed with that. Not going to clean it, but I'll put it in the finds tub to review at the end of the year. That's a bit of foil. Oh, look at that, a bit of weed. See what I mean? It just tips straight out my finds pouch onto the table. That's a fishing swivel. Broken. That can go in the bin. Oops, I don't want to throw the car bonnet in the bin. I'll keep that for the roundup at the end of the year. I didn't find that. That's my eyeglass. What's that doing here? I'm all over the place here, guys. I'm sorry. That was a bit of scrap. Yep. Don't want that. A bit of copper wire. Yeah, it looks a bit rubbish, that, doesn't it? We don't want that. Oh, I'm going to throw that away. I don't want to throw that away. I'm going to clean that, aren't I? More scrap here. All these coins are quite interesting, guys. We'll get to them in a minute. I'm just getting rid of all this other stuff. That's rubbish as well. I'm dropping things everywhere. I'm filming this on my phone, guys. It's so much easier to do these finds table videos with using my phone rather than my GoPro. More scrap, more scrap. And you know what, I should have got rid of this scrap before I started filming, because you're all bored watching and I'm bored doing it. Here we have a button. Isn't that marvellous? Not really. It can go in the finds pouch. And this, guys, was the last find of the hunt. I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is. So if anyone knows what that could possibly be, please put a comment in the description. No, that's not right. Don't put a comment in the description, because you can't do that. Only I can write in the description. Put a comment at the bottom of the page, I suppose. I don't know. You all know how to comment on YouTube, but I'd also like you to comment on Instagram as well, because I will see it a little bit easier. The trouble is I've not put anything on Instagram for a while, and I'm telling all my viewers that I update Instagram on a regular basis. Well, I'm supposed to, but I haven't done it yet. But I'm going to take photos of all my recent finds and shove them all on there in one day. So they will be on there very, very soon. So I would like you all to go onto Instagram at 180 FELIXSTOWE HUNTER. That's how you'll find me. Check out all my pictures on there, and if there's anything you know what it is and I don't, then please comment, and I'd really, really appreciate that. Like this, I don't know what it is. Looks like cardboard squashed together, but the detector picked it up, so maybe that's some aluminium, or if you're America watching, aluminum. Spell it right, guys. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know what it is. It can go in the tub. And all this stuff here is coins, obviously. That is your common 2p. Now, we find a lot of these on the beach in England. A lot of other people do metal detecting on the beach, and the 2p seems to be the most found coin. I don't know why, because we don't spend them and we flick them away. The kids put them on sandcastles. I don't know. I'm fed up with finding them. 2 bloody pence. And here is all the rest of it. Now, we got the 20p, so I do find quite a lot of them. I've just had a beach hunt yesterday, actually, and I found bloody loads of these, but that'll be in the next video. Let's have a quick count up of the modern coinage. So that's 2042. Oh, look at that. That's a nice 50p, so that's 92p. That's a penny, I do believe. Yep, 1 penny and another 1 penny there. So they're 2 ordinary pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 94. Am I missing any? What's this? What is this? Is this a penny? Ooh. Is it? Oh, it is a penny. It looked for a second there like it was something else because of the squashed edge. I thought that was one of the old threatening bits there. Do you know what? Actually, no, it's not, is it? Ben, what are you talking about? It's a penny. It's a penny, is it? Is that a penny? That's the portcullis. It's a penny. Of course it is. What am I doing? 5p. What's that? 95. I'm losing count. I'm losing my marbles, I think. Right, that's it, I think, for the modern coinage. Here, it doesn't look that much, actually. I could have swore there was more than that. Maybe I lost some. I don't know. I might have lost some. This is, well, they're not all pre-decimal. I've already apologised for that in the last video. I was calling them pre-decimal, but that's because we don't use them anymore, and I was getting confused. But they're not they're demonetised. We don't use them anymore. They were discontinued in 80 something or other. I don't know, early 80s. But they are halfpennies, guys. Now, if you watch the video, you'll know that. And yeah, very strange to find. Let's find one that's a bit better so you can see the quality. Not the quality. You can see the quality. It's poop. You can see the design. There you go. Halfpenny. I don't get why I found so many in one area, especially as the tides come in and out, in and out, in and out, year after year, 4 times a day, twice a day, whatever it is. Twice a day, of course it is. 2 high tides, 2 low tides in 24 hours. And these have been there for years. So why they're all still scattered around in the same area, it baffles me. I really don't understand. The only thing I think of is there's been, like, imagine this is your sea, your seabed, your foreshore, your beach, sorry, is about that. And then throughout the summer, obviously the tides have built up and built up and built up. And then you've got a beach that's like this high. And then the winter tides come along and they smash all the beach up and they drag all the sand back. So my finger is the top. So the finger is the top of the sand. So the tide is bringing the sand down and down and down until eventually so much that the tide's brought in is now dragging it all back out again. Come the winter, the high tides really do smash up the beaches, and they drag it all out at low tide. So you end up finding the stuff that's there, you know, a lot older, that's been there a long time. So I'm guessing I've found something that's been there quite a while, and they've not moved around that much because they're at the bottom and there's so much build up. So I'm guessing that's what it is. If anyone can elaborate, I'd be pleased to know. But I'm going to count these halfpennies. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 halfpennies we found. 14! I can't believe it. 7 pence! Whoop whoop! Yeah, so there's 17 halfpennies there, and I'm going to clean them up. I'm not going to show you how I'm going to clean them up because I've already done a video on that. So if you want to watch that, whoop, there'll be a link up there somewhere. Go and check that video out. It's how I clean coins, and you'll see these looking all lovely and shiny in a minute, because I am going to use that method that I always do to clean copper coins. I'm going to give them a good clean, and we'll come back to them in a minute, and we'll see how shiny they've come up. Let's just go on to this real quickly. I'm rambling again now, guys, I think. But this, you probably can't tell on the camera, but I can definitely confirm that that is a sixpence. Sixpence of somebody. I don't know. I can't tell. I think it might be George VI, but we're going to give it a clean up. It could be Elizabeth. I don't know. I can't remember if I got a date off it or not now. But I'm going to give that a little wipe up, a little clean up, and see if I can get more detail off of that. So we'll come back to that in a minute. But still, I think it was 1950 something or other. So it should be Elizabeth, I think, actually. Thinking about it now, because she came into... she was the Queen in, what, 1953? So I reckon that is Elizabeth. And this one is probably George VI. But again, it could be Elizabeth. And that is our modern pound coin. I'm only joking. We've gone back in time. Our pound coins are now this shape again, aren't they? You see the shape? We can't really. The sea's messed it all up. But that is 12-sided. Or I think it is. But that's an old threepenny bit. An old threepence. The brass ones. The brass threepence. So, yeah. Very, very, very cool to find these old coins on the beach. And these were in the same area as all these halfpennies. So I'm guessing they were all used at the same sort of time. Maybe. No, they can't have been. Because when these came in, it was decimalisation, wasn't it? So these would have been out with the arc. I don't bloody know. See, even more confusion. Why was there decimal coins and pre-decimal coins all in the same area? I'm confused with my beach. I don't understand it. I'm going to have to do a bit more research on where I detect on my beach, because it's very confusing. But that's a threepence and a sixpence and all these, what is it, what did I say, 13 halfpennies and some modern coinage there. What did I say, 95 pence? So all in a day's work, not bad, eh? All right, I'm going to disappear. For you, I'll only be gone for about half a second, but for me, I'll be gone for about half an hour. I'm going to go and clean all these up, and we'll come back to it. Ta-da! There we are, guys. I've given them a little clean up. I've not gone too nuts with them. I've just given them a little rub down for 5 minutes in the solution that I use. And these two are probably the best out of the bunch right now. You can clearly make them out. Look, new penny, halfpence, 1971, this particular one here. So yeah, they've cleaned up all right, haven't they? They've cleaned up all right, and then he turns it over. Nah, they're not too bad. I don't need to go to town on them because, you know, we can't spend them anymore. But yeah, and there's 14 there, not 13. I miscounted. And this one, what I said was a sixpence. I'll just see if I can show you now. You can probably make out the writing now. Where we are? Oh, 1957 there at the bottom. Look, you can clearly see that's a sixpence design. 1957, so that'll be Elizabeth II. I do believe that's what I said anyway. And can you work out the sixpence writing? Probably not on the camera, but I can make it out. It's definitely a sixpence. You can't really see a lot, can you guys? I'm sorry. We don't need to go into it anyway. It's a sixpence. I'm not going to clean it up any more than that. You can clearly see there, 1957, Elizabeth II. And this one, what I said was the threepenny bit. It is indeed a threepenny bit. I wasn't losing my marbles when I said it's 12-sided. It is. And you can clearly see the 3 there. It would have said pence there. And I've figured out... Oh, can you see George VI, his head there? His back of his head, he's facing, bust facing left. I did get a date, 1942, I do believe. I saw on there somewhere. Can't find it now, but it's 19. Oh yeah, it will say there. Look, 1942. You probably can't see it on the camera, but it's definitely 1942. 3p, George VI. That is 1957. Sixpence, Queen Elizabeth, and these are all Queen Elizabeth halfpennies from, oh, I don't know, 71 up to 82, I think it was. So there we go, guys. I'll give them a little clean up. And yeah, they're not bad. I'm quite impressed with that little hunt. I'm still a bit confused as to why I found them all in one little area. You don't normally get that, so that's a bit confusing. But I'll bring you back to the top.
That's it then, guys. Done, finished, can't be bothered to do any more. I didn't clean them very well, and I don't really need to. We can see what they are. I can't spend them, so I don't need to go to town on any of them. They can just go in a tub, and I can count them all up at the end of the year when I do an end of year review on what I found. So for now, I'm going to say cheerio. So thanks for watching. Good luck and happy hunting to everyone who goes out. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, and click that little bell, and that'll alert you every time I bring a video out. I'm going to go detecting and make another video for you guys to watch. And I'm going to go down the beach. So wish me luck, and I'll see you in beach hunt number 21. What?